The same day repeated for 1,000 years. The next day, as Wu Chen opened his eyes, he sat up and said to himself, "After everything that happened last night, everyone should be sleeping in. Why did they go so early?" A few moments later, Lei Cheng said, "Rare to see you sleep in. Looks like you've been through a lot lately." Wu Chen said, "Lei, you're okay too? That's great." Li Robing said, "As soon as Lei got back to Donghai, he came to check on you." Wu Chen said, "This whole suspect case was only resolved thanks to Lei." Lei Cheng said, "Bro, Gao Cheng and the others have been arrested." Wu Chen said, messing with me was their bad luck. With Lei around, everything gets twice the results for half the effort." Lei Cheng said, "Lei, you got messed up by Yingji and her lackey. Now he's barely alive on life support in the hospital. Talk about a rare case. Now that the old man's put all his eggs in my basket, I won't be going back to Donghai much anymore." Wu Chen said, "These days everything is convenient. It's like there's no distance between us, Lei." Lei Cheng said, "Too bad we planned that borrowed knife strategy for so long, and now the knife is gone. Got anything lined up next, bro?" Wu Chen said, "The recent mess should keep Ding Rulong busy for a while. He probably doesn't have the energy to stir up trouble for now. It's the old man who's more of a concern. In his 80s or 90s and still this aggressive, his business empire is expanding rapidly across the globe. Unless we suppress the old man's momentum, he'll keep backing Ding Rulong. Our original plan needs an upgrade. But the higher-ups are watching me right now. I need to hand in my test paper before I can make a move. Lei, while you're handling Hongfa, keep an eye on Zhou Dai, Xiao Di, and their film project with my sister-in-law. In my upgrade plan, my sister-in-law and Zhou Dai becoming superstars is a critical step." Lei Cheng said, "Got it, bro. We'll handle the big stuff once you're done with your exam." Wu Chen said, "I'll help Robing with some minor issues first. She's been having a rough time lately." Li Robing said, "Darling, sorry to trouble you. Yoxueli wants me to work overtime on their new process. I think you'll handle it better than me." And she said to herself, "I've heard that Zhou Yue wants to recruit the Hua sisters to compete with me. I need to crush her plan before it starts." 2 hours later at Yuxueli's new factory, Hua Lei said, "We're about to start full production, so everything has to be flawless. This line is tied to Mr. Wu and Miss Li. We can't afford any mistakes." Wu Chen arrived and said, "Lei, Xiao Hua, it's not that serious approximately," Hua Lei said, shocked, as she blushed. "Wu Chen?" Hua Bei said, "Why are you here?" as she also blushed. Wu Chen said, "What's with you, Xiao Hua? You look totally drained. And Lei, those dark circles say you haven't slept in 3 days," as he touched Hua Bei's cheeks and gave a bag to Hua Lei. Hua Bei said, "We've been pulling overtime every single day for your project. It's more important to me than my own life, honestly." Hua Lei said, Hey, don't say stuff like that," as she sweated. Wu Chen pushed Hua Lei and Hua Bei, saying, "You two go sit down and take a break. Take a proper rest. I'll handle the testing." 3 hours later, Wu Chen said, "Everything's good now. Everyone, time to clock out. Come on, I'll take you both to a spa. Guaranteed to leave you feeling refreshed." Approximately, the Hua sisters blushed and said, "Yay." A few moments later, Hua Lei said, "Wu Chen is so slow. What's he doing?" Hua Bei remained silent. Suddenly, 2 men entered and said, "Hello, we're assigned for tonight's." Wu Chen suddenly came and said, "Your shift's already covered. You're done here. I'll take care of these two." Hua Bei said, "Huh? You're not coming with us?" Hua Lei said, "Wait a second, are you?" As Wu Chen closed his eyes and showed off his trimmed nails, saying, "Ladies, please enjoy yourselves." Hua Lei said, "Wu Chen, you're not the one doing our spa, are you?" As Hua Lei and Hua Bei rested on the massage bed, Wu Chen squeezed some essential oil onto his hand and started with Hua Bei's back. She blushed and felt pleasure on her back as Wu Chen touched her delicate, soft, perfect foot. Wu Chen said, "Don't think about anything else, just clear your mind." Hua Bei said to herself, the warmth of Wu Chen's hands. It's so comforting. As Wu Chen went deeper with his massage, Hua Lei sweated and blushed, and she said, Wu Chen, you, where are you pressing?" As Hua Lei and Hua Bei trembled, Wu Chen said, "The perineum point. The technique must be accurate to balance the yin and yang. Fire rising from water, flowers blooming in the snow." Hua Lei and Hua Bei simultaneously felt pleasure in their skin. Wu Chen said, "As the saying goes, the heavenly root and lunar cave rest quietly, and all 36 palaces are spring. 3 minutes to balance yin and yang, 5 minutes to wipe out fatigue. Regular sessions help maintain beauty. Next, I'll use ancient Indian techniques to regulate your 7 chakras. Lei, Xiao Hua, here I come." Hua Lei said, Wu Chen." Hua Bei said with a funny face, as they both drooled and levitated in pleasure. After the spa, the rejuvenated Hua sisters went back to work. With changes in Phantom's personnel, the company projects resumed. The next day, Wu Chen entered a G-Wagon. Wu Chen said, Captain Ning, I've wrapped up my affairs. Let's talk about the mission. What's the deal with that? Missing scientist. Captain Ning Yuan said, a few years ago, Professor Yi Lan from the Southwest Institute of Rare Flora and Fauna was on a research ship that got hit by rogue waves at sea. Know what kind of waves those are? As Wu Chen became serious, Captain Ning Yuan said, it's a freak wave over 60 meters tall, easily capable of capsizing an ocean freighter. So Professor Yi's ship. Our rescue ship searched the area for a long time with no luck. We thought she had died. But according to OU Jinglong's intel, Professor Yi is still alive, on this island. Wu Chen said, then what about the international incident the military mentioned last time? Captain Ning Yuan said, because on actual international maps, this island doesn't exist. Wu Chen said, now I'm even more confused. Captain Ning Yuan said, don't worry, I'll explain everything. The British and French, being longtime rivals, fought for colonial control here around the 15th century. By the 17th century, Britain started focusing on India, so France built outposts on key sea routes to sabotage them. The British attacked the island, but the French were better at building fortifications. The struggle dragged all the way into the modern world wars. Wu Chen said, interesting timing. Captain Ning, was it during the time when France's younger generation was exhausted that Britain made its move? Captain Ning Yuan said, you're sharp as always, Wu Chen. The British landed again and used the deadliest poison gas of the time against the French bunkered inside. The French defenders died horribly. The entire island turned into hell, as Wu Chen silently listened. Captain Ning Yuan said, using poison gas was unacceptable internationally, so the image-conscious British didn't publicly claim the island after that. Over time, it was abandoned. After World War II, Britain and America erased the island's history, claiming the excess marsh gas made it unsuitable for humans. They removed it from maps and satellite records. Wu Chen said, so that's what they meant by international dispute. Captain Ning Yuan said, exactly, if we land there, it's like digging up old dirt on the US and Britain in front of the whole world. That's why, Wu Chen, no one else is more suited for this mission than you. Wu Chen said, don't flatter me, I'll just do my best. Captain Ning Yuan said, actually, your father-in-law personally insisted on assigning you to this mission. As Father Li said, give this to my son-in-law, Wu. If he fails, I'll resign and take full responsibility. Captain Ning Yuan said, that's what he said. Wu Chen said, wow, he really went all in. Captain Ning Yuan said, I've sent the island's coordinates to your phone. I'll drop you 12 nautical miles offshore. The rest is on you. Wu Chen said, Captain Ning, if this is just a test from the organization, it feels like a bit much. If I do finish it, will there be some other reward? Captain Ning Yuan said, well, that depends on your wife. Maybe there's a better reward. Who knows? As Wu Chen became silent and looked at Captain Ning Yuan, he imagined Captain Ning Yuan and said to himself, so that means Captain Ning is actually giving me a special reward. Wu Chen said, you're getting me hyped. All right, let's go. 1 week later, Indian Ocean. Wu Chen drove the little boat in the storm and saw an island in the distance. Wu Chen said, a toxic, hellish, deserted island. Doesn't really look like it, but to keep it hidden, they must have kept it under constant bad weather, perpetual storms. As the waves became violent, Wu Chen turned the boat and said, no way, reefs this far out from the island? Under the waters were huge stones as the boat got hit and started to sink. Wu Chen said to himself, at least 4 nautical miles, around 7 kilometers away. The boat can only carefully maneuver around 4 nautical miles. This island feels weird. Why would someone needing rescue be here? As he abandoned the boat, he started to swim in the storm. A few moments later, Wu Chen arrived at the island. Wu Chen said to himself, good thing I've been training this past week, otherwise swimming this far would have killed me. And he looked at the top of the island. Wu Chen said to himself, that lighthouse looks like it's been abandoned for a long time. Suddenly, a blonde girl appeared behind him. As she picked up a stick, she then poked Wu Chen's back and said, don't move. Wu Chen was shocked and confused, as it was his first time being poked in the back by a woman, and he sweated as he turned his head silently. The sexy blonde girl said, I told you to stay still. Thanks for tuning in. I truly appreciate each and every one of you who took the time to watch this video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. If you enjoyed what you saw, consider sharing my videos or channel with your friends who might also enjoy it. Your support means the world to me and helps my channel grow. Let's keep this community thriving together. Until next time, see you in the next video.